In this video, you learn about internet or digital marketing in under 10 minutes. And who is it for? It is ideal for any small business owners who want to get more customers from the internet, or alternatively, any budding entrepreneurs who are looking to start either an offline or online business in the near future, and just want some ideas of how to get customers from the internet. So my name is Ian Gorley, and if you are new to one of my videos, you'll know that you need an advanced degree in Egyptian hieroglyphics in order to decipher, so you have been warned. So let's crack on. The very first element, and this was in the internet marketing world, we call this traffic. So that's the T here. Traffic, and they are people that they fall into two different camps. So there'll be people that are brand new to your business. So they are what we essentially call a cold audience. So they very often that they will be brand new to you and your brand or business, and they haven't had any dealings with you. And then there's also what we call remarketing or retargeting. So these are people that have visited your website before, but then left without taking any action. So you need to constantly follow up with them and give them multiple opportunities to eventually become a customer. So two different things. Now, traffic can be both free and paid. So things like search engine optimization. So that's getting your website visible in places like Google and Bing. There's also the Google Maps ranking, which would fall into SEO. That's vital, absolutely vital these days for local and businesses that have people coming to them predominantly. So places like restaurant, gyms, etc. Um, then there's also things like social media, etc. And then all the paid traffic sources. So Google. Facebook, etc., that will have advertising platforms that you can actually pay and get customers that way. So that's traffic. So that traffic is then sent to what we call a landing page. So a landing page can be a website, can be a funnel of some kind. So a funnel is something that will take people through a certain sequence that you want to take them through. We will be touching on that later on. But there's anything that this can be anything that any asset that you've got in a digital format. So that's the what we'll call a landing page. So that's the L. So now, as previously mentioned, the bulk of people will need to be retargeted. So as you'll see, yeah, that's good luck with that. Up to 99% of people that hit your website or landing page will leave without taking any action. So you've got to keep following up with those people, and it is absolutely vital, and purely because it is so cost effective. You have it's anywhere from, depending on who you listen to, but anywhere from 7 to say 10 or 11 times that people have to see you or your brand out there before they'll become a customer. So really important to get people to re-engage over and over again. The next thing is it's another thing that I would say is really vital, and it's I think that I'm actually just making this just after the Facebook platform and as well as Instagram went down recently. So you need some way of getting people away, and you don't want your business to be completely reliant on any of these social media platforms. So the best thing is still email address. An email list. So that's the E. I do have a basic course that is free, which I'll make a video about, and purely because it's such an important step. So email is still king. I don't think it'll be going anywhere. People typically don't open email as much as they once did, but it's still. I think if you do your own research, you probably find it's about 41, 42% times the amounts. So for every dollar that you put in, it'll get 40, 41, or 42 dollars in return. So absolutely vital. Um, Email marketing works with two things in two ways. There's what we call an autoresponder, which we set up, and the autoresponder can chat to your prospects or customers in two different ways. So there's an automated system. So when someone joins your email list, they then start receiving these emails in a certain sequence, which is once that's been set up, it'll run and run and run. So people join your list, your email list on the first day. Let's say you're sending emails every 2 days. On the third day, they'll then get sent the second email, etc. So that's the first thing, and then the other way is um, through broadcast as messages. So let's say, for example, it's approaching Black Friday or Christmas, and you have something that you want to send out to your email list. You send out a broadcast to everyone who's on there. And as long as you've done a really good job at nurturing those and looking after those people, then it's essentially like printing money. So that's the two different ways that the email list can be used. So the next thing is SMS. It's one of these things that people just don't seem to be using. Um, a problem with SMS is obviously getting someone's telephone number. You have to have given them some kind of um, giving a prospect handing over the email address is very different to giving a cell phone number, but it is incredibly powerful once you have that. And the reason being that if in emails case, let's say 20, maximum say 20% of people will be opening the emails with SMS. Literally up to 99% of people will open those. So it's incredibly powerful. And if it's running in conjunction with email, you'll be firing on all cylinders. So that's another thing that you can use. A third one is the bots. So unfortunately, the thing about the bots, you would have seen these. They are becoming incredibly popular. So Facebook, Instagram has now started using bots. WhatsApp have bots, so to get all the Facebook platforms, but it still does mean that you're reliant on them. So a Facebook Messenger is also incredibly powerful. Have very similar open rates, probably just below SMS. So incredibly powerful, but I'd try and get people away from Facebook. The next thing is something that is becoming more and more important, and this is an app. So these are mobile apps, and the thing about apps, you've got it's a wonderful cross selling. So if someone has engaged and bought, it's usually people that have uh, have already started using your products or services. But it's just a wonderful way to keep hold of that customer by providing extra value within the app and in the mobile phone. So there are things like what we call push notifications. So the app can send anyone who's, let's say you've got 1,000 people that have downloaded your app, you can send push notifications, and that those people will receive those in their phone, which is incredibly powerful. With the apps, I mean, we will be making a separate video on them because it is so important. But uh, it's just a wonderful cross selling, and you can also it is this isn't once again, it is also for budding entrepreneurs. But if you are stuck and you really don't know where to start, then at the bottom of you'll find in the comments section um, a a digital marketing self assessment. So you can take that, put in your all the sales figures, and then at the end it'll give you a report of where and how you can actually improve your current standings. There's two elements to this. There's also a free, completely free. Um, uh, 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 so this is coming here. A funnel or website planning tool which will tell you how much money you're leaving on the table. And just by tweaking a couple of things, you can then take things to another level. So, and that is yours for life. You don't have to enter any credit card details. There are obviously training on how to use that. So good luck with things. And as I said, if you do have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Take care.